doing speaking engagements and podcasts that bring transformation. Signature topic: helping visionaries reconnect, reinvent, and learn how to rebirth and rise with confidence. We're all visionaries with our own personal dreams. It's just we forgot them surviving life and doing what others told us to do. Pull your dream out of the back seat, put it in the passenger seat, and start talking to it and bring it back to life. Teaching individuals how to return to themselves, quiet the noise on the inside and the outside, because you can't do anything about the noise on the outside. Yeah. Confirmation bird. But the stuff that's going on the inside, oh, you can quiet that down. And live boldly on your own terms. Philippians 4 tells you that. Guiding through mindset shifts, emotional release, soul level understanding, helping all of us navigate reinvention, rebirth, set boundaries, and rise into our original purpose with confidence. Because confidence is the missing substance to faith. Hi, my name is RenettaCheston, the owner and founder of Life Success Results, LLC. Soul Igniter, Trauma Overcomer, Holistic Spiritual Strategist. I work with the whole being for my level of training and education, mind, spirit, soul, and body. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in healthcare to understand and comprehend mental and public health. Okay, because mental and public health goes together whether you realize it or not. Massage therapy, Reiki and sound healing, holistic practitioner, pull out all the impurities from the rooter to the tutor, human design practitioner, where we go back and look at the original purpose of you, and then we come back and look at that generational baggage and start pulling it out. When I was given this task of having uncomfortable conversations with others, I knew then my path was going to be different. I knew people would also be a little standoffish until they done their own particular work. But that didn't stop me. I ask myself uncomfortable questions every day to get out of my own patterns. I do the work every day. It's not always pretty and it's not always easy, but I wake up to confront areas in me, in love, that need a facelift to go forward. Honey, if you could see some of these questions I ask myself. What are you afraid of losing? Is it that once you see colonialism played, everybody on the chessboard, that you won't know what to do if you're not fighting each other anymore? Because that's what they do. They pin everybody against each other. How about we find ways to have conversations that cause us to pause, to see life differently? This will cause us to quit blaming someone else for our problems and see where we might have truly missed it somewhere. We can only meet people where we have met ourselves. Remember that next time when you say, I want a real relationship. Have you met yourself, or you want somebody to come in and you continue to be the baby and somebody force feed you food or bottle feed you? Ain't nobody got time to be bottle feeding no grown woman, no grown man. We get the opportunity to work it out on our own. Okay. We have many adults who were never taught how to feel safe. Not beating you up, just stating the facts. So many that they seek safety and validation on the outside of themselves because of a plethora of challenges that occurred in childhood. Do you like me? Do you like me? I like me. You know that Kurt Franklin song? Do you like me? Because I like me. Do you like me? Because I like me. Do you like me? Do you like? Hey, I love that song. I'm being commissioned to aid in the process by sharing how I overcame everything meant to keep me from coming into my true identity. I had to believe in myself and God. See, God is on the inside of me, in my heart. See, God is in me, but I had to find me first. What does that mean? When people say, what you mean finding yourself? That means I had to ask myself true questions. Because even though God is in my heart, that means I have to ask myself, do you love yourself? Do you care about yourself? If you care about yourself, we need to work on some stuff. And I had to be truthful and honest with myself in love, but I had to be honest with myself. If you can't be honest with yourself, who else you gonna be honest with? We're taught that God is on the outside of us and the by and by. God is not. He's on the inside of us. But if God is on the inside of us, waiting to be teared into our battles, Ephesians 6. We're fighting principalities, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in high places. We're not fighting people. We fighting spirits. Remember, all of us are spirits first. This is when the negative thinking that has gone on for so long in the society is the norm. Multitude in the Bible means societal norms. It means you making the word of no effect. This is what they do every Sunday morning. They bring in they multitude of thinking that they had with them all week, and when they bring it to you, they try to turn everything about the sermon to them. And I'm like, that's not what the sermon is about. God put you there to share the wisdom, but you using it to don't do this and don't do that. No, that's your issue. Don't tell me your issue. I got my own stuff. I don't need to know nothing about your issue. Just give me the word. That's it. This is what every ascendant master had to fight against, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. The mindsets of us who complain but don't want to do the work. Okay. Don't want to go in and you don't want nobody else to go in. Or you don't want to do the work, so you're going to be a stumbling block to everybody else. Okay. Don't know how to, and it causes a dip in morale. Most can't get out because it's ancestral or generational. So to get out, it requires one to get uncomfortable. People don't like uncomfortability. To get past, if you don't like uncomfortability, ask the oyster how it feels to make that pearl that we like so much. It's very uncomfortable. Uncomfortable to get past the plateau of complacency. And this is how we've always done it. It's time to come up with new ways, new innovations, new inventions, new way to see things. That old way is not working anymore. There are some freebies and a link for my podcast with Women's Leveling Up recently. A few months ago, in the month of May, you will also see 3 other magazines I was in: September, October, and December. Look in the description below to see the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I placed a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. No matter what your background, because God don't care. God ain't never cared. It's humans that care. God said, come on over here. If this ain't right here a spiritual echo, didn't I just say if you pour out, God will put back in? This page 72. You pour out and I'll pour in. Hush your fuss, God. I went straight to the page. I didn't do this on purpose. Trust me, I haven't forgotten you. You're at the forefront of my mind. God said we the apple of his eye. Okay. Don't forget about my other 2 books, Befriending the Shadow and Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. Both of those books are my shadow activity books. You get lots of things. So it's not a shadow workbook because there's so much to do. Okay, it's an activity book for grown folks. You get a word of knowledge. Then you get an exercise, okay, that you work through. Then you get a shadow question. Not so nice. It's going to be a little painful, a little bit, mate. Okay. And then if you get tired of the shadow question, you get to go over to the coloring page. The coloring page is amazing. All right. And God asked me to keep it between the age of 5 and 10. Why? Because between the 5 and 10 is when most childhood wounding has happened. All right. That's when most childhood wounding has happened. And then God said, when they look at it, and when by the age of 7, it is solidified. By the age of 10, if there ain't nobody help, it's in you. Between the ages of 21 and 25, that is your stuff now. You cannot blame anyone else. It's yours. And then you get 4 pages. It's 22 pages per book. You get 4 pages of doodling, drawing, sketching, write down your dreams, write down your visions, doing whatever you want. That is your fun space. Do whatever you want to do there. Okay, that is your fun space. And in front of the book it says, and this book belongs to. I thought it was so cute. God said keep it just like that. And don't forget about my other 2 books. Influence and Impact is already New York Times bestseller list on Amazon with Chris Voss. Also, my other book, Mindset Matters with Jack Canfield, also 100%. Also, a New York Times bestseller list. Honey, God is good and his mercy endures forever. Again, God does not care about your background. God don't care. He said, go on, man. Notebooks and journal for all, coloring books for all that help in meditate and calibrating the mind. Ain't nothing like getting a coloring book and color. Pulling out your crayon. Ain't nothing like it, child. I'm excited about this venture. Why? Because I'm in charge of my own intellectual property, even though I have a lot of stuff on Amazon. Go check it out. Don't forget about the link for the 105 spiritual laws, but we're now disclaimer under love and grace. Don't forget about that. Okay. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter for